Yo, hey guys, just gonna do a quick tutorial for you. Alright, so this is Chronos Gate, Madhead's second game. I don't know whether it's the second game or what, but right. So there was the main screen, and when you go into the game itself, it comes up with the normal elements: so water, fire, earth, light, and dark. So in this game, all the elements have their own weaknesses according to their element. So obviously, fire is weak to earth, etc. Like this way around. So thunder's good against water, water's good against fire, fire's good against earth, earth's good against lightning. Okay, and dark has its own little set, being its own element. It's sort of different to the other ones. Alright, so anyway, when you go into it, you'll have your first seal and second seal. As you can see, I've passed it already. As you progress through the days of the week, you have different bonuses that come up. This little fella indicates the bonuses on that element. So when you click into it, you have your normal missions. This is main story here. Main story here. So this is like the second seal on Tower of Saviors. And then you have your daily bonuses. So like this one, the red yokai is kind of like, I think it's like the sword in Toss, like the demon sword. And then you get the mushrooms. These are basically the evolved materials that that all the other cards need. Okay, so I'm quite new to this game as well, so I'm not really sure what each card has, what they do and stuff. So I reckon these guys are kind of like the little evolved materials, and that's the medium ones, etc. Okay, so I still have to play these two stages. Obviously, I've done these ones, completed those. Okay, obviously probably tomorrow will be the Earth one. As you can see, the Earth has only got the main story at the moment. This is it there. So Seal 1, Seal 2, which you go through that. So you do obviously all of these seal 1 first, and then you move on to second seal, do them all again. Okay, light as usual. And when you get to dark, you have the main story, seal 1, and main story, seal 2. Obviously, Chronos, Madhead's only made up to this stage here, so this is actually the last stage of Chronos Gate currently, until they have a new update where they have new stages installed and stuff. Okay, so that was the hardest match, this guy, so far, I reckon, in the main story. But at the top here, you have Endless Wheel, which basically is the infinite transmigration, which Toss usually have. So it has stamina 0 and battles 21. It's actually okay. It's actually, you can play it as many times as you want. It's just pretty time consuming to go through all of it, and obviously if you can't beat it, then you're never going to beat it afterwards. Anyways, let's go on to team. Right, here's where you choose your teams and stuff. Obviously I only got one team, as you can see. I've got my Darji there, and this one was my first diamond draw, and that was my second diamond draw, something like that. So I had a few diamond draws. They call it what do they call it? They don't call it diamonds in this one, they call it time stones or something like that. Okay, so as you can see here, let me just click into it. Well, when you go see the cards are moving rather than the stationary ones that Toss has. Okay, so you see here the girls having quite a nice look to them, and bouncing boobs, whatever. Okay, so you have the normal active skill that everybody has, like in Toss. CP is the cooldown period. So I think it's cooldown period anyway. But you need 18 turns before you can use that skill. There's the skill level. You can skill it up 10 times, which obviously that will go down to 8 at maximum skill. Or 9. I can't count. One of the two. Leader, you have the leader skill here, and then we have a new one called Eliminate. I'll tell you about that later. Eliminate is when you destroy the bronze, silver, or gold, or diamond rune stones. I'll get to that when we get into the battle. Right, so you may compile your team as normal. Make a second team if you like. Here is the team cost. Here's the health. Here's the recovery, and here's Ash. Here's the damage. So water, fire, earth, lightning, and dark. Okay, so rank B. I think this is where it tells you how strong your team is according to its lineup. So obviously these two noobs here will be changed later, possibly some of those. But anyways, that is the team arrangement part. That's the updates. She talks to you. Go away. She talks to you. That's the updates. That's obviously just swipe up and swipe down. Inventory. Yeah, it's the normal inventory. Or you get a couple of these reward thingies that pop up. Obviously, it goes into the reward section. So this is the inventory screen. You see a few crap cards, and you see a few good cards around. I have mainly crap cards, and these just evolved materials here, like Ev material. Those are evolved materials. These are enhanced materials, end materials. They're the enhanced ones. These are kind of like the soul stones. But these soul stones can actually evolve. So this is like the small soul stone. If you get 3 of them, they can evolve into the medium one. And the medium needs 3 to evolve to the largest one. Kind of the great stones, and probably you probably get prime stone afterwards. But I only just recently figured that out myself through experience and finding that out, so I kind of missed out on that. Right, so you have the collection, which is just basically the index. You can see any cards that you've seen or collected. Hero number, you can do by sort, filter, all that stuff. Sell, normal selling stuff, you sell it for a certain price. Okay, shop. Hero summoning, this is where you use 5 time stones to summon a hero. This is the friendship, where you use friend points to summon God knows what. I'm collecting up my friends points, so I haven't used any yet. This spellstone summon is kind of like the newbie seal, and this one is basically this newbie here seal as well. Which is basically, it uses not your diamonds, but it uses these little stars which you collect as you go along. Alright, this is the buying time stone screen. You look at the prices, they're about the same as the ones in TOS. So 8.38, yeah, I think it's about the same. As the TOS ones, expand inventory, restore stamina, friends list. Okay, use time stones to expand those. Okay, down to networks, the last one. Here you get rewards. Obviously, doing different things will give you different rewards. So I logged in for 4 days now. I get a spell stone. Touch and claim. Yeah. So that the claimed ones, the claimed items and stuff, go to this lady up here on the top right. Look on the items part. This is your items that you get from her. Stop talking to me. It's items that you get from her when you collect, when she gives you rewards and stuff. As you go along, there's the star for the newbie seal. Then you collect more stars by getting these fragments which drop from the main story. Okay, there. Go back to network. Right, friends, your normal friends list, friend request, confirmation, inbox, your normal mailbox. Nothing to it. General settings, account info. Down here it's got game info. Chronos Gate, and battle rules. So this tells you about Chronos Gate. This is the battle rules that you need to find out. This is the instructions. So it teaches you here about all this, what you need to do in battle, how to do full attack, combos, increasing number of combos, etc. Fever mode, which is basically the 3 diamond runestones stacked together. It'll just on itself when you do that. You can pause and rewind, fast forward any of this recording that you see fit. If you want to read these, you can read it by pausing this recording and read it in your own time. Okay, here are skills. Passive skills, eliminating skills, active skills, blah de blah de blah. Alright, so all the instructions are here, the FAQs and the likings. Right, so what else is there? Right, so when I click on my own portrait here, it's basically my own information, account information here. Logged in for 4 days. I've been playing this for 4 days. I've already completed on the 3rd day. Most frequent allies, and that kind of stuff. You change your username. Okay, so gold up here, coins I think, and over here is the timestamp. Right, okay, so I'm just going to go into battle and show you how that's done. I'm going to go to this one. Should be quite easy. Right, so you choose your ally as normal. You can see it eliminate and eliminate, they have the same skill. I'm going to go ahead and choose a Greek. Here we go. Oops. Oh, there we go. Where's he gone? There we go. Right, so he's got the Greek skill there. So 1 blended runestone will drop per 4 runes attributive runestones matches. Okay, so he's got a different eliminate skill to Darji's. So if I swipe left, it'll go towards Darji's eliminate skill. If I swipe right for the runestone, it'll go towards his one, which will make the runestones fall faster and the refinement speed faster. Okay, so the Darji's one's better because it gives you 2 refined runestones per match. So it gives you 2 bronze runestones per normal 3 match. Right, so when it loads up, you get into battle mode, the battle screen, battle 1 out of 4. Right, so like in toss, you can choose your person you want to attack first, but you can only choose one. Like when toss was toss first came out, it was the same as this, where you can only choose one target. Okay, so the numbers there are 3 CDs for the attack, 2 CDs for the attack, and 3 CDs for the attack. Then you can click and hold to see a defense and attack. There is some high defense. Oh my god. So those guys are a bit harder. So I'll take this guy out first. Right, so as you can see, you got loads of different colors here, and there's no actual timer until you take out one of these blocks. Okay, so when you look at this board, you gotta see where all the 3s are. There's the blues, and we see there's the reds, 2 reds. And you got up here, you have what's going to come afterwards. So as you see, there's 2 reds there. So, and the blue there. So I could get rid of the greens, as in I can match the greens, match the blues. And that way these reds will come down. When they do, I'll match the reds afterwards. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to match 1 for you. As you can see, I'm going to take out match the green first. Right, that's 1 combo. Let's do 1 combo ends with 1 bronze coming up. And an attack. Right, so when 1 bronze is there, this is called a refinement block, runestone as you call it. So if I swipe this guy to the left, it'll activate Darji's eliminate skill. And if I swipe to the right, you activate this guy's refinement skill. Okay, which runes don't fall and refinements move faster. Whatever. You'll get to know that later when you test out what they do and stuff. I've tested Dodgy a few times, so I know what she does. Okay, so when I activate her skill, if I like swipe left on here, all the time that I match 3 runes together, it'll give me 2 of these bronze people, these bronze stone looking faces, per 3 match. That's Daji's eliminate skill, which I think is pretty good. So if I try it now, I'll show you. So if I swipe to the left with this bronze guy, you see that all my matches will give me 2 of these guys. Okay. So you see bronze. Okay. Right, there we go. Right, when you match and get these bronze and silver guys, so 3 bronze makes a silver. Okay, and silvers make a gold, 3 gold make a diamond. Okay, when you get those matches and you swipe it to the left and to the right, you see this bar here will start to. This is your timer. So when you move a block, you get a timer here that slowly drains. Okay, as you take out one of these refinement blocks, the time will go back up according to which one you pulled out. So the silver is better than the bronze. And obviously the diamond gives you the most time and the most damage buff, I think. So when it goes down to about this, when you pull out another one, it'll start with it gives you more time and stuff. But there's a limit to how much time you can actually get. So regardless of how many silvers you swipe and got bronze you swipe, it's still going to go down after a while and soon end. Okay, so it's not unlimited. It will end probably after about 2. So maybe 2 of these refinement pulls is the maximum you can actually pull. Okay, so again, you check the guy's info as normal. There's actually no point of having these guys skill things at the moment. Their CD is way too high to use any of them. So usually like this, you just pull out this yellow one, and then you start the refinement, the eliminate skill with the bronze there. I usually try and stack up these guys and use the bronze ones to give me extended time. Okay. Like that. Bit of a silver, refine. Give me some more time again. Okay. I was going to get the blue there. Oh, well. So in this team lineup, I've got Daji here. And when I ally Daji, it doesn't seem to be as good. But if I ally a Greek god, it seems to be much better because the Greek, well, this Greek anyway, gives me that blank rune. That blank rune basically means any color. So blue will be. So when I match blues up, the damage will go to the blue cards. The red ones will go to the red cards. And then the purple is different. The purple gets, I think, 25% of every runes that blow up. So I think 4 runes, 4 matches will basically mean 1 for the purple, which is really weird. I don't know whether it's better. I don't know whether the dark guys are better or the other elements are better. But I seem to find that the other elements are actually stronger than the dark ones. Just simply that the dark one always gets to attack, because no matter what you blow up, he will attack. But I think in terms of multiplier, I think the other elements are actually stronger. So if you're new to the game, you haven't played it yet, and you draw a hero, I probably suggest you keep re-rolling till you get a normal element instead of a dark one. Dark ones don't seem to be too good at the moment. I don't know about later, or I don't know if I'm actually playing it right, but well, that's the way I see it anyway. They don't seem to be as good as the other elements. Okay, so as I'm stacking along, you see hearts that come down. These hearts are your main point of healing, and probably your own source of healing, unless you have a eliminate skill, which gives you life steal. So some cards, some leader cards actually have eliminate skill that gives you life steal per match, like 30% of your recovery rate or something like that, which is a really small life stealing rate or recovery rate, but it seems to do the trick if you're dying and running out of HP. Okay, so I've got 2 golds down here, which is giving me plenty of time for the boss later, and silvers here, which I can actually use. These are actually there for you to use to extend the time period. Oops. And obviously you can catch the runes that come down. You can swipe fast enough for the runes to go out. Out of place. Ooh, that was horrible. So when you run out of time, you can't spin anymore, but you just, for this Greek god, he just keeps on going with his combos. So you just keep blowing up stuff, getting your refined runes. Alright, so the boss is like this. Usually they're a bit harder, but these guys are not too tough at the moment. They've got high defense, but it's really easy to do a really high damage with Daji on the team. So like normal, you... Sometimes there's a bit of luck whether you get some of the runes, which runes that sky drop, kind of like in toss. But that's it basically. And any of the square blocks that come up after the enemies die, that's basically their drop. That's their card, which will go to the top bit, and you get that card in your inventory after you complete the stage. Alright, and that's basically it. So I've covered the team, I covered the inventory, I covered the friends, covered the item list, covered the battles, covered team arrangement. And that's basically it for now. So there's only 2 seals. That's the first seal, that's the second seal. After you play through all of that, you finish on this guy, Titan King. Oh, no, I don't want to play that again. You finish on Titan King. So a lot of people find this guy a bit of a problem because he does do a lot of damage, and because everybody's new to the game, they don't know how to spin yet, and they don't have much HP because of their team, and not enough damage. It's actually quite a little bit of a challenge, but I found it quite a swift playthrough this time. I'm just waiting to see what Madhead's got installed for when the game actually releases. So this is only out in Hong Kong for the time being. I think until the 20... What day is it today? Today's 24th. I think it's after today. Chronos Gate is coming out for the rest of the world or whatever. It's out in the Play Store soon, so you guys can download this a bit later on and try it out for yourself. But that's it for my quick demonstration. I actually did this demonstration for Nathan, who suggested to do this, just to show him what it's like preemptively before the game comes out. Alright, so I'll catch you guys later.